In this part, I'll show you a lot of area objects. Areas are invisible boundaries that have many different effects on gameplay. I used these boxes to outline them. The first object is DashChargeArea, which makes the player run faster. It also causes yellow glow on the player. This effect is similar to the speed boost gained at the start of cosmic races in SMG1. This effect slowly runs out if Mario leaves the area. Next is HeavySteeringArea, which makes it harder to move around. Turning around with this effect applied is much slower. For comparison, this is how moving around looks like normally. Here we have EffectArea, which was used in Godek Galaxy. Basically, it replaces the dust clouds created when jumping and landing with flower petals. SmokeEffectColorArea, on the other hand, can be used to change the color of the dust cloud effects. In this example, I set it to green. PostOutlineArea is exclusive to SMG2. It creates thick outlines around colors, which makes the game look more like a comic book. And here we've got RasterScrollArea, which can be used to create a wobbly screen effect. It is used in Beach Ball Galaxy's bonus area to mimic the effect of being underwater. The distance, amplitude and period length can be adjusted using parameters. Interestingly, SMG2 contains 4 new areas which might have been intended for Comet missions. CometFireDanceArea makes Mario run much faster and jump very high with a single press on the jump button. By the way, you cannot stop Mario from running. He does so automatically. CometHopperArea gives you the spring power-up if you are inside the area. If you leave the area, the power-up is deactivated again. Notice how there is no clear transition between the different modes. CometNoSpinArea is self-explanatory. It deactivates the spin attack. You can see I'm trying to shake the virtual V mode as the star pointer moves around. Like the spring area, CometRainbowArea gives you the invincibility power-up for an unlimited amount of time. As the timer for the power-up is reset on every frame, the player's color never changes. Now let's get back to SMG1 leftovers. QuakeEffectArea requires some custom code, but its general effect is still in the game. It causes the screen to shake a bit. It is also meant to play a sound effect, but it appears to be broken. WarpCube isn't used in SMG1 as well. It renders a green circle and warps the player to the WarpCube that is in the same group. The effect is very similar to the warp pods seen on the Comet Observatory and Starship Mario, so it likely is an earlier version of that. SMG2 added even more interesting power-up related areas. The first area is called PlayerMorphLimitArea, and it restricts the usage of power-ups inside the area itself. This means that the player loses their power-ups if they leave the area again. Next up we have MorphSwitchArea, which has some interesting uses. It is meant to be used in Sweet Mystery Galaxy, but the events it activates are unused. Basically, it activates an event as long as the specified power-up is active. If the area is left, the event is deactivated again. It is compatible with the Boo power-up, but it can be used to detect whether the player is using the rock mushroom as well. For this, the player has to be rolling around. And the last power-up it is compatible with is Bulb Yoshi. Again, this is what is meant to be used in Sweet Mystery Galaxy. In both games there are hidden animations for the player for jumping off an edge when they are above a body of water. This is noticeable when Mario looks down to water. Interestingly, an area called ForbidWaterSearchArea prevents this cosmetic behavior. Mario will still look down the edge, but he will use the normal jumping animation. This object requires a small code patch. This goes for the next unused area as well. Inside the water pool, I added an area called ForbidJumpArea, which prevents the shell jumps or dolphin jumps. This is used in Big Mouth Galaxy to prevent the player from entering the golden shell area. However, the entire puzzle there can be skipped without shells anyway. PipeModeArea is unused in SMG1 as well. If entered, Mario's movement angle is changed by 19 degrees clockwise. It also has a slight effect on long jumping, as you can see here. My guess is that it could have been used to connect two-dimensional areas seamlessly. As this object is rather complex, I decided to use footage from Space Junk Galaxy, as that's where this object is used in the first game. PlaneCircularModeArea is used to adjust movement when walking around circular ground. Essentially, this makes Mario walk into the direction to which the analog stick was held first. For example, here I'm holding my stick to the right, even though Mario walks to the left at some point. If I let off the joystick or change directions, this behavior is reset. Now I'm holding the joystick to the right, whereas Mario will walk to the left at some point again. MercatorCube is one of the most complex objects in the game. In SMG1 it is used for a few stage setups. Basically, this is used to place compatible objects using Mercator projection. This curved line of coins, for example, is actually a straight line, but it is placed inside a MercatorCube, which means it is projected around the zone's center of origin. The only compatible objects in SMG2 are the lines of coins and purple coins. Curiously, Mercator projection utilizes complicated math, so I feel bad for the developer who put it in the game, as there is no real use for it anyway. A large block of concrete from SMG1's Rolling Gizmo Galaxy. It can be destroyed by smashing the star ball into it or by using the drill item. Here we've got even more obstacles from SMG1. Some of them require a switch to be destroyed. All of them can be set to spawn a coin, star bits, 1-up mushroom, power star, or simply nothing when destroyed. The first game featured a lot of treasure chests, but the cracked ones don't appear in SMG2 at all. Only two variants are functional: the empty treasure chest and the one containing a 1-up mushroom. A rotating variant of the glass cages from Bedrock Galaxy. The speed and direction can be adjusted. This snowman from Freeze Flame Galaxy was removed late into the development, since its sound and effect data is still intact. Adding back the model from SMG1 isn't enough, as you have to create custom actor info to load the collision and sensors. It can trigger the events assigned to switch A and switch B, depending on which part is melted.